Good morning! Sa video na ito, magsasolve tayo ng real-life problems na may kaugnayan sa exponential functions, equations, and inequalities. So let us deal first with compound interest. So Danielle deposited 5,000 pesos in an account that offers 6% interest, compounded semi-annually. How much money is in his account at the end of 3 years? So meron tayong formula na yung final amount is equal to principal times the quantity 1 plus r raised to t. And pero ito, nagagamit natin siya kapag compounded annually o once a year lang. But since we have this semi-annually, we will use the formula A is equal to P raised to P quantity 1 plus r over n raised to nt, where A is the final amount, P is the principal amount, n is the number of times interest is compounded in 1 year. So we have the semi-annually. R is the interest rate, and T is the number of years. So for our solution, using the formula, ang given natin ay the final amount is unknown. We have the principal or the initial amount, which is 5,000 pesos. And our N, since sabi dito semi-annually, that is twice a year. Our rate, which is 6% or 0.06. And our time, which is the number of years, 3 years. So by substituting the given into the formula, we have A is equal to 5,000 times the quantity 1 plus 0.06 over 2 raised to 2 times 3. So by simplifying the exponent outside, we have the final amount is equal to 5,000 times the quantity 1 plus 0.03. Na-divide na natin yung 0.06, ito, sa 2, that is 0.03, raised to 6. Simplifying the operation inside the parenthesis, we have the final amount is equal to 5,000 times 1.03 raised to 6. And our final answer will be, or the final amount will be, 5,970 pesos and 26 centavos. That is Danielle's money after the end of 3 years. Let us now deal with population growth and decay. A certain bacteria given favorable growth conditions grow continuously at a rate of 5.4% a day. Find the bacterial population after 24 hours if the initial population was 500 bacteria. So for this one, we're dealing with natural exponent function or natural exponential function, ano po? Which is yung f of x is equal to e raised to x. Yung mayroon tayong e. So dun sa mga naunang problem na growth and decay, we use the formula na y is equal to y sub 0 times 2 raised to small t over capital T, o yung kapag ang mga given natin ay nagdo-double, nagte-triples yung bacteria. But for this one, meron tayong rate na 5.4%. So dito sa formula natin, A is equal to the population after a certain period. P is the initial population, or P sub 0 is the initial population. R is the rate of change, and T is equal to time. So for our solution, yung final bacteria, yung final number ng bacteria, ang wala tayo. P sub 0, we have 500 bacteria. our rate is 5.4% or 0.054 in decimal form. And our time na 24 hours, which is also equal to 1 day. So therefore, pag na-substitute natin sa ating formula, we have A is equal to 500 times E raised to the quantity 0.054 times 1. Simplify lang natin to perform the indicated operation dito sa exponent. And therefore, our final answer will be 527.74, or the population of bacteria after 24 hours is 527 or halos 528 na ano. So next one is about the exponential equation. So suppose that the population of a colony of bacteria increases exponentially at the start of the experiment. There are 1,000 bacteria, and 1 hour later, the population has increased to 1,200 bacteria. How long will it take for the population to reach 5,000 bacteria? For our solution, we will use the same formula na ginamit natin earlier. And we have our A as 5,000. Ito yung total bacteria after a certain period of time. Our P sub 0, which is 1,000 bacteria, yung initial number ng bacteria. Our rate is unknown, walang nakalagay. And our time is also unknown. This is what we are looking for at the time. But first, hanapin muna natin yung ating R. Since sa given, meron tayong 1,200 bacteria after 1 hour. So, ang nadagdag sa ating initial bacteria na 1,000, na naging 1,200 ay 200. Para makuha natin yung rate, we can divide 200 by 1,000, which is equal to 0.2. So, therefore, meron na tayong rate na 0.2. We can now substitute our given sa ating formula. Therefore, we have 5,000 is equal to 1,000 times E raised to 0.2 raised to T. By dividing both sides by 1,000, we have 5 is equal to E raised to 0.2 times T. And since we are dealing with the Euler's number, nasa may exponential tayo, we can get the natural logarithm of the both sides of the equation. At pag kinuha natin ang natural logarithm, Ln stands for natural logarithm. Pag kinuha natin ang natural logarithm ng ating E, or ng Euler's number natin, binibring down lang natin ang exponent. So that is, Ln 5 is equal to 0.2t, o yung exponent. By dividing both sides by 0.2, we have Ln 5 over 0.2 is equal to t. So we can use you can use your calculators para ma-solve. And that is 8.047 is equal to t. Therefore, it will take about 8 and 47 thousandths hours to reach 5,000 bacteria. Next is about exponential inequality. Michael owns 15,000 pesos and he wants to invest his money into an account that will double his money. He is thinking of a financial institution that can make his dream come true. He is considering to invest his money in a lending company which offers a 15% interest, compounded quarterly. For how long will he invest his money in that company to earn at least twice as much as he has now? So we will use the formula A is equal to P times the quantity 1 plus R over N raised to N plus T, N times T. Na ginamit na rin natin kanina sa compound interest. And we have the given or the final amount, which is greater than or equal to 2 times 15,000. Bakit po 2 times 15,000? After a certain period, sabi dito, he wants to earn at least pinakamababa na. So, pwedeng tumaas twice. So, we have 2 as much as he has now. 15,000 yung pera niya ngayon. Twice daw. So, we have 2. Yun na yung pinakamababa. So, our principal amount is 15,000 pesos. Our N is 4. Since ang sabi dito, compounded quarterly or 4 times a year. And our rate is 15% or 0.15. Our time is unknown. Since that is what we are looking for, how long? We can now substitute our given sa ating formula. So this 2 times 15,000 is also equal to 30,000. Is greater than or equal to 15,000 times the quantity 1 plus 0.15 over 4 raised to 4t. So by dividing both sides by 15,000, we have 2 is greater than or equal to 1, the quantity 1 plus 0.15 over 4 raised to 4t. So na-simplify natin itong nasa loob ng parenthesis. We have 2 is greater than or equal to the quantity 1.0375 raised to 4t. We can change this exponential inequality into logarithmic form. Later on, mapag-aaralan din natin ang logarithmic, ang pag-change ng logarithmic function to exponential form and vice versa. So we have, by changing this inequality into logarithmic inequality, ano we have? 4t is greater than or equal to the logarithm of 2 to the base of 1.0375. So, by getting the value of this logarithm, we have 4t is greater than or equal to 18.83. Dividing both sides by 4, we have t is greater than or equal to 4.71. Therefore, at least 4.71 years, Michael's money will be 30,000 pesos.